So welcome to today's conversation. And today I want to talk to you about basically the three phases of your book's launch. And most specifically, I want to talk about the pre-launch because there's different things that you want to do in each phase of your launch. And when you do these things effectively, you actually get more of that, appreciation from the people who want to see your book, who want to read your book, and you also start increasing your authority, creating more expertise as you continue to do your launches effectively. You got to get the word out. And I'm going to talk to you about the pre-launch today as part one of a three-part series on launching your book effectively. So stay tuned. So again, welcome, y'all. My name is Arlando Fortune. I am a book consultant and self-publishing strategist. I focus on helping entrepreneurs, specifically small service businesses and speakers, to publish branded books that help them get more stages, to increase their streams of income, and to bring in more leads. And for today, we want to focus on the pre-launching of your book and how to do it effectively. I'm going to give you just only three broad ideas for you to look at and give you some tips, some strategies on how to go about doing each of these three tips. Okay, so for your notes, you want to start off with this. For your notes, you want to write this down. Don't be a lonely rebel. Make people a part of your journey. Again, don't be a lonely rebel. Make people a part of your journey. An idea here is to not covet your content. And you don't want to covet your content out of selfish intent, meaning just because you believe your content is going to be awesome, your book's going to be awesome, that you want to hold it all to yourself and wait till to release it to people till it's finished. No, don't do that. Invite people into your journey. Allow them to see what you're doing. Matter of fact, send invitations out to people early and often so that you build your list of hungry buyers. That is the main idea for your pre-launch, is to start building up a desire for your book early in the process so that when it launches, you launch to a group of hungry buyers. Now, this isn't just for books. This is something that you will see all across any types of major media launches or releases. Specifically, think about this. I knew about the most recent addition to the Fast and the Furious franchise. I know you maybe saw it, called Hobbs and Shaw. And I knew about that months before the movie hit the theaters. In fact, I'm one of the followers of The Rock on Instagram, and he was posting pics from behind the scenes at the movie studio, and some of us even included a birthday celebration from one of the actors. But he also pulled on some of our fans, our heartstrings, when he released videos commemorating the life and the death of one of the original cast members. Now, I watched some of his interviews with The Rock and Jason Statham, and I went to see the movie in the theaters when it was released. All of that build up had me ready to go see the movie. And here's the thing. At this point, the movie has gone on to DVD, and eventually it's going to be streaming online. So you heard about some of the pre-launch, you heard about the launch of it, and now we're in the post-launch phase. Launching a book is similar to this movie release. And for today, we're going to discuss what to do during the pre-launch of your book. Number one, we're talking about announce. One of the first things, announcing that you have a book coming out or that what you're doing with your book is going to give you instant credibility, and it's going to give you instant accountability. Meaning, once you announce that you have a book coming out, and maybe you put out a date or sometime in the future, whatnot, when you post that on social media, you send it through email, you text it out, or you do it in person, you automatically become someone of high esteem. It's amazing when I first tell someone to go post on social media that I am the author of an upcoming book, and how many accolades and how many celebrations and how many I'm proud of you they get in response to this. In fact, when you're in a conversation or a networking event, just saying I'm the author of an upcoming book automatically raises your level of credibility, even though the book's not even out, because the book is in the process of coming out. Not only that, when you start telling enough people, you say that the book's coming out, now they're expecting the book to come out, and they're going to keep asking you when that book is coming out. There's instant accountability in announcing that your book is coming. Step 2, which is documenting your journey. This is about continually announcing what you're doing, right? So the documented journey, think about this. What's made together is displayed together. And what I mean by that is, as you invite people into your world, as you're creating and crafting your book, you're editing, you're doing all these sharing pictures, you're sharing articles, you're sharing your thoughts about what you're trying to do. You asking people for their feedback, and you're sharing your ups, you're sharing your downs, you're sharing your wins, you're sharing your losses. Through this whole process, people get more involved with you, and because they're involved with you, when you release the book, they're more inclined to go buy the book. And not only that, as part of that display together, because they're part of that process, when you ask them to share it, they're more inclined to share the launch of the book, share the links to the book, or to announce that your book has been released. So document your journey and allow people into that journey, because now they're more invested in it as they watch with you and share your pains and joys in the process of creating your masterpiece. Yes, your masterpiece. Part 3 here is the invitation. So we started with announce, then you document. The last piece here is invite, and you want to invite early and freely. Early and freely, meaning you allow as many people into this as possible. That's what I mean by freely. And you want to do it early in the process. You want to start asking people if they want to become part of your team. You want to invite people to maybe it's going to be live streams that you may be doing, and share some of the content that you're putting out there. You may invite people to be a part of a Facebook group that you're putting together around your content, or whatever social media you may use, maybe on LinkedIn if you want to put it there. You want to continue to invite people to be a part of the process. This again is another announcement, and it's still also part of documenting. But at this level, you're inviting people early and freely. And the final thing to do here is to repeat this. Now, you're going to repeat this process of announcing and documenting and inviting people from the pre-launch all the way through the post-launch. You're not going to stop doing this. You're going to continue doing this throughout the process. Because as you do this, this is also continuing to, again, as we said from the beginning, continue to build your list of hungry buyers. Now, your book, again, is the entryway into what you have to offer. And so as you're creating this list of people who have bought your book, it's much easier for them to buy the next thing you have to offer them, whether that's some type of consulting, whether that's coaching, some product that you may have to offer, or some service that you're providing to them. They're more likely to do that because they bought into what you're doing. They become part of your journey, they become part of your life. You've invited them to other events, and now they purchase your book, and now they're more inclined to buy what you have to offer. So it's kind of like this pre-launch is kind of like chumming the water with fresh bait. You're going to chum the water with fresh bait to entice people to attack your virtual bookstores like hungry sharks. That's the idea. Chum the water, get them excited about what's coming, so that when you announce it's out there, the book is available, when you release it, they want to go buy it. Announce, document, invite, and repeat. That is the process. You see, the harder you work during your pre-launch, the easier the launch will be. Now, for takeaway from this, I'd like for you to start this process now. If you're not already writing your book, or you're not even thinking about publishing your book this year, still get into the habit of sharing your journey. Regardless of your project, share your journey. My name is Arlando Fortune. I'm so grateful for you have been here with us today. And if you know someone that needs to hear this today, go ahead and share this message with them. And as always, you can be, you can do, you can have anything you want in this world. You've just got to believe. You can live a life of no doubts, just blessings, and I will show you how. And for all you no doubters out there, all of you part of No Doubt Nation, say it loudly and do it proudly. You know the mantra: make life happen every day. God bless, and always remember, you're only one book away. Talk to you next time. So now that you've finished watching today's episode as it relates to the pre-launching of your book, you may want to go ahead and check out this video here about how to write books that magnetize readers. So if you're going to be pre-launching this book, you might want to write a book that is worthy of them reading it. And I'll talk to you about how to do that right here. Go ahead and get that right now.